Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut, and I'm here with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily. Thanks for showing up today.
Today is Friday.
Is it Friday?
Yeah, you know what that means?
Nope.
Not a damn thing.
It's just another day in the week.
Realtors just work all the time.
Well, maybe you should change that.
We can.
But I think the hardest thing for most agents and loan officers is taking that time off in the week so that then you go, okay, God, and you work all weekend if you don't.
My first 12 years of real estate, Patrick was fantastic when I left PMZ and came over to Remax. He's like, you can work here, but you can't work here until you take a week off. Because first 12 years, the most I'd ever done is a couple days in a row and just worked all the time because I was poor. I was regrouping from divorces and stuff. So
there's a lot of poor people right now.
Yeah. And, I took that time off and you come back re-energized, enthusiastic. Well, no, I just came back. None of that other stuff happened.
So we're not live on Instagram today. They're having issues. So we're just going to go with everywhere else we normally go.
There we go.
All right. So Friday was BLS report day, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics report. And guess what?
It fell down.
No, payroll employment rose by 353,000 in January.
What?
They were only expecting 180,000 in January.
Oh, they're going to look at it again, and next week they'll say, "Oh no, it only rose by 150,000."
Well, the problem is they also then looked at December and said, "Oh, that's too low. We need to raise that up to 126,000."
Yeah, because you shared this the other day.
This is new.
I know you shared this graph the other day.
This is new. It looks like the other graphs just because of the blues.
It wasn't from BLS?
No, it was not.
Because
BLS came out today.
All right. Is this new?
This is a brand new one.
Are you trying to say this is new?
No, I just said it was new. All right. And so the jobs gains were in professional and business services and healthcare, retail trade, social assistance, and employment declined in mining, quarrying, and oil and gas exploration or extraction. And the reason, shocking that happened is so if we want to look at where here's the numbers for where the jobs are. So healthcare went up 100,000. Thank you, Fox Business, for letting me steal this off your screen. Retail's up 45,000. So here's the thing with that. Retail's up 45,000. I think that's a little blip, and if you look at some of the older charts, which I don't have, every January is through the roof. Right. There was I think 2020 it wasn't, but all the other time.
Well,
and then you have government up 36,000. So that's, you take out government is hiring left and right. So, but that's a major problem.
Not good.
No, because you don't want government to be your biggest employer, right?
No, you do not.
And here's one. So with all this going on, we just saw this. Thanks, Fox Business, for letting me steal your thing on the screen this morning. It's January layoffs planned 82,000. This is tech companies.
Okay.
So this is up 136% month over month, down 20%. The only issue with this chart saying this month, this is over the next 4 to 5, 6 months. So if you divide by that, it's only like 20,000 a month. So we're still going to show numbers going up. And what else we're saying? So they're asking, how do you describe the nation's economy right now?
I think they're very good. 3%.
Yeah, 7%. December was 3%. January 7%. So very poor is 23, somewhat poor is 31. So that's 50. That's 54. So half of the country thinks it's somewhat poor or very poor. Another 13% think it's leaning towards poor, or I should say 9%, but 19% somewhat good. It's okay.
Yeah.
And very good 7%. That 7% are the very expensive, people making a lot of money off of everything.
Yeah. Or they got old money.
What's old money?
Rothschilds.
Oh, gotcha. No, it's just everybody is different. If you're not in the mortgage or real estate community, you think everything's beautiful.
Yeah.
If you're in healthcare, because people are, getting older, and I don't want to say dying, but getting older. And so with all these numbers that came out today, what happened was the bond market MBS is taking in the shorts right now. We're down 40 basis points. The 10-year went up 18 points today. So we were at like 3.88 at the open from yesterday.
Okay.
Now we're at 4.03. So that's we're getting back up. So everything we've gained over the last 4 days, we just lost.
We're giving it back.
Yeah, but this is how this works.
Right.
What does this mean? So with the BLS numbers showing, and then also I didn't talk about the consumer sentiment is up. to 79, which is the highest read since 2021. With these things out there, what is that saying? That means Fed's not cutting in March. Fed's not cutting in May. So we know we've been telling people you got 3 months before it goes up. You probably have 5 months.
You think?
Yeah, now before they start lowering stuff and we start seeing more stuff. Unless these numbers are so revised next month that they were like, oh, we don't know where that numbers came from.
Which is not uncommon.
Usually there's been times where they've doubled like that. And oh, that was a mess up. Yeah, we made a mistake.
We forgot to carry the one.
we moved the decimal point to the wrong
direction.
Yes, it should have been the other way, showing a lower. Kind of like what they did with the last election in California, where they were like, we are so strong and you got to reelect us. And then the next week, oh, we were 66 billion in the hole.
Yeah,
even though we knew it the week before, but we didn't want to tell you.
Withheld it from you because we wanted the votes. We're a bunch of liars.
Well, I don't know if you saw this, and this is the only thing I'll say political well, maybe not. Miss Governor Nuisance was on the news this morning because you saw that where he was in a store and somebody ran out with stuff and the lady's like, he didn't pay. And then the governor's like, why didn't you stop him? And she's like, because the governor.
Because of the governor.
But he's like, no, that's not correct. And he is true about that. Okay.
Yeah.
We voted on the Safe Neighborhood Act.
Right.
Because most people thought a Safe Neighborhood Act meant it was going to be a safe neighborhood.
Right.
So truly they can go back and say it was you that voted for this, that passed it, not us. Just because we put it on there and manipulated it to where we knew most people would say yes, because it's safe, they wouldn't read it.
Yeah.
And they manipulated. So he is correct to a certain point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
he's the Antichrist.
I know.
What do you have down here? I don't like him at all. There's nothing he's done that I think is actually, there are a few things that have happened.
Right.
He wasn't at the helm.
Right.
But he'll take it.
Of course.
Credit.
Well, I'm president of Rotary this year. So any mess ups that my directors do, it's my fault.
It totally is.
Even when they're, not doing their job, it's still my problem.
It totally is.
Yeah. All right. So
it'll be mine next year.
Kind of related to real estate, but a lot of real estate agents and people have concealed weapons permit, right? And there was a ammo ban, right? That as of we couldn't get any stuff, like you had to do background checks and all the different things. You couldn't get ammo in from out of state. You couldn't order online. That's all as of February 1st has been shot down.
Okay.
It's been lifted. It's probably a temporary thing. So you might want to go out and load up on your ammo. So you have it. And if you want to go to Reno and get it cheaper and bring it home, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
The CCW concealed weapons permit, they passed the law that said that you couldn't take it into any place unless they had a sign that says you could bring it in here.
Right.
And they sued it and they were like, the governor's like, we're still going to put it in place. Well, San Diego, that's been the suffocating restrictiveness of it has been shot down. And again, this is probably temporary. By a judge in Southern California, probably San Diego, more conservative, Orange County, right? They were smart to go there instead of up here. And so now you can carry it again in everywhere. The only reason I brought this up is because a lot of real estate agents have it. And if they were like me, I was like, why do I want to redo my thing? Because I can't carry it anywhere.
Right.
What I think you guys should do is when you do open houses, have the owner say, yes, you can openly carry it on your hip in my house.
Yes.
Then especially if you're a woman, then guess what? No one's going to mess with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably can't do that. I don't know the laws, but it's each owner can state what they want done in their house.
Yeah, why wouldn't that be legal?
It's whatever the owner wants.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm just saying that way you never have to hide it or have to run for it if somebody's coming. And they even say in the the MLS, if maybe saying, hey, concealed weapons permits are wanted in my house.
Bring your gun, please.
Well, right now it doesn't matter. You can hide concealed weapons permits will be hidden. You can walk in there and not do it unless they say I don't want it in my house. Yeah. But then they might as well just say, come on and rob me.
I had a client a year ago. She saved, sold her house when she went through a divorce, got her all her stuff back together and then sold her another home. And every single time we went out looking, she was packing. She says, it's basically because of my job. I never leave the house without it. I'm always packing. So
yeah. Well,
I felt safe. She was going to protect me.
The issue is you can't. We're technically not supposed to tell people you're cat packing because that's.
She wanted to tell me just so I didn't get scared.
Oh. You run away like a little girl.
No, I wouldn't put my hands out like that.
That was rude of me because not all little girls scream like that. Only the ones behind us.
I've heard some little boys scream like that.
Yeah, with spiders.
Yeah.
All right, I knew that was kind of obsolete, but back. Yep. All right, so and then my last thing. Next week we have IMS Services Senior Loan Officer Survey, where they check with the really old loan officers. How's it going? Mortgage applications on I got an extra E in there under 10-year Treasury auction. That's a special auction.
It's a long year.
Yeah, that's a special one. And then Thursday initial jobless claims and 30-year auction. So it's pretty much every Thursday is initial jobless claims.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So what do you have?
I got this. I think I added this. I think we talked about it on Wednesday, but I want to talk about it again today.
What's the 27th?
This is the 27th. Was last Friday.
Yeah. So that would be what we would normally talk about today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So because we're always a week behind, they got to have the numbers in before they can post it. But I mean, we had 309 closings per day in that week.
State of California,
493 pending sales went pending, and 515 new listings, which I think is really good. It's an uptick. Most people think
a little uptick,
just a very little. It'll be interesting to see what we did this week. This is what realtors are saying, or they actually did.
No, so what realtors are saying. The one above is one. This
they
is what
think
will
happen.
This is what they said. I closed the sale. Right. I entered escrow.
And I listed a property.
I stopped by an escrow company. Where's that one?
Yeah, I stopped by. I got some coffee. But these numbers are up considerably, and they've been down for a while.
Right. Well, I think what realtors think will happen is more positive. That whole listings will be up. That should be
100%.
Well, yeah, but that's all relative to how much is up.
Yep.
Because 10% is up. Is that what we're saying? Are we saying they're going to double?
Yeah. Anything is up.
10%. Of scroll back up.
Well, these numbers.
Scroll back up.
I'm scrolling.
So we had all the way up to the top. All right. 10. So close sales. 10% up is 3. What is that? 30 more sales.
Right.
So it doesn't take much to get up, and people go, "Oh, we're up.
We're up 10%."
Yeah.
Well, whenever you use percentages, it always sounds like a lot more.
Yeah.
But these numbers, 32.5% of the realtors are saying listings will be up.
That's up 28%.
That's huge.
That's up 20.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's huge from what we have had.
Just because I can read that.
I know.
Yeah. And the other one's up 9.7%. And the other one's up 32%. I just couldn't believe for so long how many agents were like, I don't think anything nice is going to happen.
Yeah. Well, last year kind of beat us up.
It was horrible. It was my worst year. Well, I got 2008 was
my worst year. It wasn't.
Yeah, but you're different.
I am different.
You had, so the difference is us as loan officers only had 2/3 of every transaction potentially that was out there.
Right.
That's not much. When you only have 268 in our area, that leaves 100. That's like 100 and some for all the loan officers in town.
You kiddos get paid on the loan amount, right?
Correct. That's the other problem.
And we get a commission on the sales price.
Right. So most of the time, I'm putting 50% down. I got $100,000 loan amount.
Yeah. Wow. I kicked one across the street.
It takes the same amount of time and effort on 100,000 as it does the 500,000.
Yep.
But you make. I see.
Well, there's a saying many years ago, about 106 years ago, I think Patrick said it. Why can't you reduce your commission? Well, if I sell your home for less, I did reduce my commission. So how about if I sell your home for more? Yeah, I make more, you make more. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work in the loan industry.
No,
So the best rate you normally get when you have if you read that little fine print, it's usually a $400,000 loan amount.
Yeah,
about that or above. You have a 740 FICO score, and the LTV is depending on what it is, but under 20. If you're more than 20%, like if you get down to if your LTV 60, that's loan to value 60%. That's the best rate you're going to find. Right. But that's not going to happen for most people.
No, they don't have that cash laying around.
And if they did, and we talked about this before, if you're over 62 and you're buying a new place, don't put all your cash down.
Go backwards.
Do a reverse mortgage.
Yeah, we should rename
for purchase.
Should call it a backwards mortgage. I'm gonna have a BM.
We're done.
I cracked myself up.
Good somebody.
Hey, you know what? You can lead them to water, but you can't drown them.
You can. It's just you go to jail.
Right, well, body, no crime.
But okay, again, and as we were saying, rates are rising today, so I wouldn't lock today. But we're going to see this a lot. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
It reminds me of the old days when the rates would always raise on Friday and lower a little bit by Tuesday. So,
well, let's see if that happens.
Yeah.
All right. So market today. I'll keep this
here.
Mike Kelly said rates are going to lower on Tuesday. All right. And then we'll probably tell him stay in the real estate side
because you're a bad predictor.
All right. Got anything? Oh man, rain yesterday. Holy cow.
Holy moly. I had to empty my pool this morning.
I didn't do it yet.
It was right at the tippy tip top. So
I was like, holy cow. That was a lot of rain.
That was a lot of rain. And then
it wasn't just one time. It stayed for a long time.
And the lightning, what I like is when
everything's shining.
The lightning happens and then 0.02 seconds later, the thunder happens. That's basically right over your head.
Right. Well, that, normally we don't get that.
I know. It's been a while.
What's that? Thunder and lightning.
Got snow in some areas of Modesto. Oh, actually, it was a little tiny hail. I had hail in my front yard. I'm looking at my car out there and thinking I should have pulled it under. Now it's going to be beat to death. But it was small enough to where it didn't leave any pellet marks.
What was shocking is I couldn't get my dogs to go to the bathroom at that time.
Why? I wonder why. Did they just look outside and go, nah, I'm going to hold it, Dad?
Yeah, they're like, I go, hey, guys, I want to go potty?
No, I'm good here.
Yeah.
This couch is so lovely.
By the fireplace.
All right, kids.
That's it for me.
Make it a great day.
Yes. If there's anything you need, reach out to myself or Mike. If you need any of my books, reach out to me. If you actually want to buy them, go to getedsbook.com. But if you're working with clients and you want to work with me, just let me know. I'll send them a book.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, make a great day. Thanks for being here. And Mike, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.